Hello, it's me, Kevin Vonesper, and I guess I'm live. And we're going to talk about The Phantom of the Opera, Chapter 3. Let's see if I can say the whole... This is a tongue twister, okay? Let's see. Chapter 3, in which, for the first time, Messieurs Debinet and Poligny secretly tell the new directors of the opera... Oh my god, I already messed it up. Messieurs Armand Moncharmin and Furman Richard the true and mysterious reason for their departure from the National Academy of Music. That's going to be fun, right? So we're still... Hello, it's found a phantom. Maybe I should start with that. That's probably a better intro. Your boy's tired today. We're going to do a Phantom-y Friday. We're going to try. Talk about Chapter 3. Let's try that again. In which, for the first time, Messieurs Debinet and Poligny secretly tell the new directors of the opera, Messieurs Armand Moncharmin and Furman Richard, the true and mysterious reason for their departure from the National Academy of Music. I was not going to put that all on a flyer, so I just put Chapter 3 for today. Man, what a title. Well, we're still in the ceremony. Oh, should we do our intro? I keep skipping around. It's going to be that kind of night.
Found a phantom, found a phantom, found a
Did I find a phantom this week? Well, some of you may already know, but I'll leave that as a, what do you call it? Man, I'm all over the place tonight. Doing great, doing great. It's a cliffhanger. You're going to wait till the end for that answer. So where are we? Well, we are still doing the farewell ceremony for the managers, the gala. And I think we're pretty much post-show at this point in the story. And where are the managers? Oh, let's see. What does it say here? They wanted, as we say nowadays, to go out with a bang. So that's what they are doing. Having one last big party at the opera before they leave. They had all planned to meet in the dancers' lounge, where Sorelli again, she's still waiting to make her speech. A glass of champagne in her hand and a small speech ready at the tip of her tongue. Man, this is such an anticipated speech. I can't wait for the speech. Are you excited for the speech? Sorelli's speech. That's the name of my new band, Sorelli's Speech. I'm probably not even saying that right. I should find a picture of the dancers' lounge, but I did find a depiction of the first chapter, so let me throw that up there. I should have thought of this one. I think this is a Greg Hillebrandt. God, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. If he's still around, I'd love to have him on the show. I have this in my Phantom layer over there, but easier to just pull it up digitally, right? So let's see, chapter 1, we're in this room as depicted here with the dancers, and they scurry out into the hallway and they meet, well, they come across Raoul, right? Or his brother. And now they're trying to get, Sorelli's trying to give her speech, guys. That's all she wants to do. Let's see, I didn't prepare much at all. Well, no, I mean, I prepared weeks ago. You see my notes, but didn't really review them before tonight. There's some more references. Oh. Behind her, her fellow fellow dancers, young and old, crowded about her, some of them gossiping in whispers about the events of the day, while others exchanged knowing winks with their friends, a crowd of whom were already gathered around the buffet, which had been placed on the sloping floor between Bollinger's Dance Garetier and Dance Champetry. Oh man, we need someone who's good with French pronunciations on the show. Blah blah blah. And what are those? So these are paintings on the wall. Where are they on the wall in the opera though? Let's see. The panels in the Foyer de la Danse. Oh yeah, I did look this up once. I prepared weeks ago. Let's see if I still have it in my bookmarks. Yeah, I do. Check it out. So these are the paintings that we are talking about. That is the Dance Guerriere. And then let's see the other one. Champetry. I'm sorry for my pronunciation. Very beautiful pieces of art. But where are they hanging in the opera? They said in the Dancers Lounge, right? Where I've lost my place already. How's everybody else out there while I'm stumbling through chapter 3? Go ahead and like and share and subscribe and comment if you are around or watching this on the replay. Yeah, the Dancers Foyer. So let's see if we can take a look at that. Dancers Foyer. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is a good picture. Okay, I've seen this place before. I didn't get any documentary clips queued up, but I think you see this. I wanted to go back to last week's episode. That's a pretty good. Oh no, it's not very big though, is it? What? Can we get a big image? Oh, you can't see that because it went into another tab. Oh, come on. Google, you're killing me with these tabs. Visit. I'm trying. That is behind. That is the stage. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not the Dancers Lounge at all. Boo. Is this, what's this? Sure, we'll go with this one. Now let me pull it up in the correct tab here. Is that it? Yeah, the Foyer de la Danse. So I don't know where the paintings are exactly in this room, but that's a nice photo. Can I make it bigger? That's it. What's happening here, Pinterest? I don't understand why I'm putting some kind of border around my image here. Okay, so that's where we are, right? So it mentions little James is 15. That's, I guess, of note. So if we're trying to find out what everyone's age is, I think Sorelli is supposed to be, early 20s, I'm guessing. They're messing around. And I noted this line, in Paris, one is always at a masked ball. So we're at the Managers are retiring. And they see the Phantom of the Opera again. Can you believe it? Chapter 3. I think he's been in every chapter so far, or has he? James uttered this phrase in a tone of unspeakable terror. Her finger pointed to a face in the crowd of men in evening dress, a face with a death's head look, so pale, so grim, and so ugly, with its profoundly cavernous eye sockets, and it created an immediate sensation. So they found him in the dancers' lounge. He's hanging out. There was laughter and jostling. There were those who wished to offer the Phantom a drink, but he had disappeared. See, I'd like to see that scene in a movie. How come nobody's ever done that, Hollywood? Womp womp. So, okay, then they go to... What happened here? Oh, this is where Sorelli gets snubbed. Yeah, because after she's about to make her speech, and James sees the Phantom of the Opera, causes a commotion, and the managers are like, forget this, we're out of here. Sorelli was furious. She had not been able to finish her speech. The managers, paraphrasing here, had hugged her and thanked her, and then made their escape as quickly as the Phantom himself. No one was surprised by this because they knew that the directors had to go to the same ceremony on the floor above in the singers' lounge, and that, finally, their close friends would be received one last time in the large vestibule of the director's office, where a real supper awaited them. Okay, let's try to find... I thought they were going to the grand foyer. Am I saying foyer correctly? But let's try to find the singers' lounge. Garnier Singers Lounge. Uh-oh. I don't see the Singers Lounge. That stinks. I wonder what the Singers Lounge looks like. Does anyone know where the Singers Lounge is? There's no pictures of the Singers Lounge. I guess it's not as cool as the Dancers Lounge. Womp womp. And I don't think I've ever found a picture of the offices here either. Office. Box office. That's not what I'm looking for. Well, not a digital one. So we are in some places in the opera that we can't look at, apparently. Womp womp. Anyways, it's a party everywhere, and the managers are there, trying to just retire in peace and have a big party. Or what can I pull up here? Because looking at Google is pretty ugly. Well, let's just get rid of that for now. Of course, I'm reading The Essential Phantom of the Opera, edited by Leonard Wolf. I don't know if he did the translation as well or not, but it's got a lot of notes in it, so it's a pretty good one, I think. It doesn't have the chapter 11. I believe it's chapter 11 that got cut out, but so their supper was almost jolly, is what it says here. So the transfer of power had taken place the day before in the most simple fashion, because there was a great desire for agreement. Remaining matters had been resolved between the incoming and outgoing administrations under the supervision of a government commissioner. Super boring. So business yesterday, party tonight. They had already turned over... I'm not going to say their names over and over again. He writes their names over and over again. The tiny, the two, the two tiny master keys that opened all of the thousands of doors. Very cool. But then the Phantom's there again. Can you believe it? It says they were passing around these keys for some reason. I guess it's like, I don't know. Would you pass around keys to your cool car? Is that something people do? Several of the people in the crowd had their attention drawn at the table's end to a strange, pale, fantastic, hollow-eyed face that had already appeared in the dancers' lounge, where it had been greeted by little James' cry, "The Phantom of the Opera!" He was there like any normal guest, except that he was neither eating nor drinking. What's the note on this? All right, the editor's just saying that, yes, he really was there. Those who had begun by smiling at him ended by turning away their heads because the sight of him roused such dark thoughts. That's crazy, man. He's just all over this place all the time, and he doesn't even care. He had not said a word. Nobody risked asking for an explanation. They all think that they're each other's friend. You know, didn't you bring him? According to the legend, the Phantom had no nose, and this person had one. And apparently he had noted that his nose was long, thin, and transparent. But the author argues that it could have been a false nose. I'll go with that. I think he is wearing a little bit of a mask right now, although he doesn't care, or he doesn't seem to mind still just being very ugly and walking around, sitting at suppers. Ah, yes, from the memoirs. When I think of that evening, I am not able to separate the secret confided to us in their office by Messieurs Devigny and Poligny from the presence of our supper of the ghastly personage whom none of us knew. And he actually speaks. He says, "The rats are right," he said. "The death of poor Bouquet is perhaps not as one might think." Bouquet is dead? Uh-oh, everybody knows now. The secret is out. What a bad ending to a party. Poligny uttered some words of excuse to his guests, and the four directors made their way to the administrative office. I want to see the administrator's office. I don't think I could find a picture of that either. Administrator. I mean, I'm sure it's very boring, but I'd still like to see a picture of it. Does anyone know where I can find a picture of it? Because Google is not giving me one. And where is it on the map? Does anybody know? Leave a comment. Leave a link if you have a picture or a map, because I'd like to see it. All these locations in this chapter. I thought we were in the foyer. I mean, the grand foyer. I guess not. We're just in the lounges, the dancers' foyer, and the offices. Anyways, now they're in the office talking to each other, and the old managers advised. Oh, so this is the perspective of the new managers. Advised us to have new locks secretly made for the rooms, closets, or for any of the things we might want to keep especially secure, meaning to please them by participating in their joke. Yes, so they think this is all a big practical joke on them. I mean, why would they not? Like, if I bought a business and they were like, "By the way, there's a ghost here, ha ha ha," I'd be like, "Fuck you, man, are you kidding me?" That's not funny. Oh, so yes, it notes, or Gaston notes. Oh no, this is the perspective of the new manager. Seeing us pass from a very dark mood to an insolent hilarity. So they really think that this is quite funny or playing into the joke. But what is it that this phantom wants? He has an instruction book. Oh, the opera's instruction book. And with an addition in red ink in a bizarre and tormented handwriting, it says, number 5, if the directors delay for more than 15 days the monthly sum that he owes the Phantom of the Opera, that sum fixed until further notice at 20,000 francs, 240,000 francs per year. Not a bad salary, I think. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is and what that was worth back then, but pretty good. Yeah, I think this is going to be a short one today. It's a short chapter. There's not too much to talk about. There's not too many places to find. Unfortunately, I don't think Google Maps has mapped out the offices of the Opera House. Oh, yes, and box number 1 in the middle. Excuse me, it says box number 1 in tier number 1 will be reserved for all performances for the head of state. So that's interesting. I wanted to note that. But at all performances, box 5 of the first tier will be put at the disposition of the Phantom of the Opera. There was no way to conduct business with such a demanding phantom. And then they tell them, we've never seen them. And that's what's going to lead us into chapter 4, which we're not going to do today. Box 5, which I might have to do the next 2 chapters together because chapter 5 is the continuation of box number 5. It's really all one chapter. But it was serialized. Let's see if I have anything in my actual notes from a couple weeks ago. I think it was all pretty much highlighted. Yes, the paintings. We looked at the paintings that we saw in the Dancers Lounge. That's one thing that we could look at today. Yes, the keys. Phantom's nose. Yes, yes. Yeah. So basically in this chapter, the managers skip through a few of the lounges where people are celebrating their exit. And then the Phantom shows up everywhere, ruins the mood by telling everybody about Joseph Bouquet's death and just creeping people out with his ugly ass face, you know. And then the managers are like, peace, let's go to the offices, and probably having a little drink there, right? And they see the opera instructional book with the instructions from the Phantom. And that's it. We're done with the gala. The gala's over. I really thought we were going to be in the grand foyer. I had prepared like all this stuff. Well, let's watch one of them anyways, because I don't think there's video of the Dancers Lounge as much. I want to see, oh no, the grand foyer. So thank you, Travel HD, H definition, for this cool video that I'm sure we will reference several times. Wow, it's a pretty room. I wonder if I can find the Dancers Lounge on YouTube. The Dancers Foyer. Just the grand one. Oh, maybe this. Let's see. Oh, yeah, well, this looks like a pretty terrible video compared to this Travel HD that we've been watching. But here's Bustines. Thank you, whoever you are, and your shaky video camera, or probably just a cell phone. Oh, so those are some of the paintings. We kind of see them. Oof. Zoom out, zoom out. I feel like I'm stuck in the corner. Okay, that's cool. It's a little bit better. Oh, so this is behind the stage. This is that room behind the stage, right? Cool. Got it. So I know you are just... Oh no. That cliffhanger from the beginning. Did I find a phantom? I know you're all been wondering this whole time if I did. Did I find a phantom this week? Hey, did you find any phantoms this week? I think someone out there probably found a phantom. I did. And I talked to my friend about it yesterday on my show, Von Pod, my normal show. Where's my... I thought I had a flyer for that ready. Let's see how... I think I did, but I put it at the end of the show. I found a phantom in my friend's movie. No, I didn't even. I will find the slide as I'm talking about it. Yes, I talked to my friend Jeff Frumis last night on my show Von Pod, and I found he's an indie director, and he has a new horror movie out, and I have a song in it. Wow. And I am trying to find my slideshow for that show. Anyways, it's on the channel. How about I just pull up my YouTube channel? Duh. That's an easy way to find it. And I found a phantom in one of his indie films, not the one with my song in it, but you're gonna have to go watch the episode to find it. To find the phantom. Tonight's found a phantom. Here we are on my channel. Subscribe, you're here now. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Vonesper Studios, Von Pod 18 with Jeff Frumis. And you'll see that I found a phantom in his movie Romeo's Distress, which you could actually watch on YouTube, but hey, it is an R-rated film, so it's not for any of the kiddies. Not recommended, not safe for work, as we say. Do people still say that? NSFW. But I found a phantom. And it's not your regular phantom. It's actually a phantom of the paradise. So you should go find my found a phantom. That is it's like a scavenger hunt.
Found a phantom, found a phantom, found a phantom.
I think that's it pretty much. Next week, Thursday, I'm going to have a virtual listening party for my album. It's totally unphantom related, but it's me. It's related to me, your host, Kevin Vonesper. My virtual listening party for my album, which apparently I sent out to a bunch of people who bought the CD, and one of the tracks is an instrumental. So now I gotta go reburn about 50 CDs and then send those out again as a replacement. Yes, that's how my week is going. I messed up because I'm a better artist than a businessman. Or that's not even business. That's just like, oh, whatever. It's gonna be out on Friday on all the platforms, and God hope that's not messed up. I don't think so. I think I did that one correctly. I just messed up the personal one. But we're gonna listen to it as long as YouTube doesn't ban me for playing my own music, which I think I'm good. I think I'm in the clear. I think I finished all the red tape to make sure that happens. So join me there. And and then probably, yeah, I'm going to be doing these, I think I mentioned on the last episode, every other week so that I don't do too many shows and burn you out or burn myself out. Every other week I'm going to be doing a show about Guar, which probably for my Phantom only fans are not only my Phantom fans out there. I don't know if you're going to be into the Guar thing, but that's what I do here on this channel. I do a little bit of these crazy guys in masks and then a little bit of this crazy guy in a mask. So, and I gotta find some more guests for this show because talking to myself is kind of a bummer. I need to bounce. I need to bounce some energy. So if anybody wants to come talk about the Phantom of the Opera with me, hit me up at Found a Phantom. Not a, just Found a Phantom. At Found a Phantom. I have a banner for this stuff. That sounds so confusing when I say it out loud. There it is. See, at Found a Phantom on Instagram. Go follow it if you don't already. And of course, follow Vonesper Studios, which is my production company that is bringing you this show right now. That's all I got for you this week. It's a short and sweet one. Go on YouTube and watch videos of the Opera House. Feel like you're inside, walking around after a gala, avoiding phantoms. It's fun, I assure you. Okay. We'll probably do chapter 4 next show, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get a guest on to talk about a movie or something and break it up a little bit. Man, I'm going to be talking about this book for a long ass time, and there's so many phantoms to get to. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Check out the Instagram. I'll let you know there. Have a good Phantomy Friday. Ha ha ha.